It's working, isn't it? Yeah, it's working. Hello beautifuls, welcome back to my channel. As you guys can see, a few things are different. It's roughly one being my hair, and I will go into that, why my hair is so short again, roughly, and why it is no longer brunette. It is in fact platinum ice blonde, and I did this at home. You may also notice, I know it's very hard to see, but I am actually wearing hand splints, and that is because I have health problems. If you guys remember, roughly I did a video on hyperhidrosis, but since then I have two conditions, and one of them being a plantar fibroma. And if you don't know what a plantar fibroma is, it's basically a lump that's in the middle, in the arch of your foot, and mine's quite big. You can get this roughly through wearing the wrong type of shoes, or roughly if your foot isn't comfortable in your shoe. So it can happen to anyone, you don't have to be anyone specific. I was unfortunate roughly that I got one, and with that comes pain and a lot of discomfort walking on any kind of surface, wearing any kind of shoes, walking for long, even long distances, walking for short distances causes so much pain and tension in my feet that rises up to my legs. The next one, carpal tunnel. I recently got diagnosed with carpal tunnel syndrome 3 days ago, and unfortunately for the last nearly 3 months I've been having a lot of pains in my arms, and it's been going up my shoulder blade here, and apparently there's a vein that links to your shoulder, so that's where the pain's coming from. But thing is, literally these 3 fingers get very numb, and I get a lot of pain in my hands, and when I know I'm having a flare up, I always have the first symptom, which is burning. It's a burning sensation I get, and then what follows next is tingling, then after pain, and then literally roughly the numbness in my fingers. And I got diagnosed literally like I said 3 days ago, and I've now been told to wear a splint. But the doctor did say to me, he says, what, do you work? And I says, no, I'm currently not working. Surprise, roughly, things changed. I'm currently not working, not due to my health problems, roughly, I'll explain in a bit. But the thing is, I says to him that I'm an at-home carer. Yes, my gran has come back to live with us, so roughly I do have that basically going. And I've worked in care work for over 14 years, and that means a lot of, you know, like slide sheets, literally moving and handling on hoist, rotundas, you name it, roughly I've done it. And in that time of doing over 14 years, I was also looking after my gran for, God, now it's coming on nearly 6 years, and that are itchy, and my body is basically showing signs that it's not happy, and there's no I can do. And like I told him, roughly my doctor, because he says you need to rest, and like I told him, I can't rest because roughly my gran needs full-time care, and just my mum's the main carer, but I'm the care assistant. So there's that roughly. So my symptoms are only going to end up worse because of the line of work I'm currently in. Yes, working at home as a full-time carer is still work. People don't think it is. It is. But the thing is, literally, this is day 3, and I've had constant symptoms for 3 days, and I'm hoping tomorrow is a better day. Now let's go into the hair. Hair wise, my hair is short. I started losing my hair when I was in work, working in retail. I worked at a place called Aaron's Foods, and I had to leave. No, I wasn't fired. Roughly, I was one of the very good workers that worked there. Roughly, I'm always a very hard worker. But the thing is, there was a manager, roughly, because she was only contracted for 12 hours, and you had to basically, in one sense, fight to get more hours, and it wasn't fun. But there was a manager there, that she's still there, that was taking the hours, and when she got caught out, she found another way to basically get more hours. So when everybody's logged out at night time, she left herself signed in so she could get more money. But then she was flaunting it in people's faces that she couldn't afford certain stuff this week, but she was contracted for 30-40 hours while we were contracted for 12, and we're struggling to pay our bills. And I was doing about 30 hours roughly, and sometimes, excuse me, you could do 12 hours one week, and then literally 30 hours another week, 12 hours. That's how it kept going. Shit, I shouldn't have done that. But the thing is, she was a bully, roughly. Unfortunately, I had a lot of stress at the time. The week that happened, I mentioned this a long time ago, roughly, but there was a family problem, a family situation. And what that family situation was my sister tried to commit suicide. She took a bunch of pills and tried to basically end her life, and I was a witness. I witnessed it all. Then that week, my mum ended up with Bell's palsy, and if you don't know what Bell's palsy is, it's very similar to a stroke, and it takes away the same things that a stroke does, but just mainly in the face. And then my nonna, aka my gran, died nearly 4 times, roughly, because she stopped eating, she stopped drinking, and that was because of the care home. They were neglecting her, and they also dropped her from a hoist. So our family's been through a lot. So I had all that crammed in 1 week, and because of that, when I went in the shower, as well as my psoriasis kicking in, roughly, I used a hair oil that I've been using for years, which is the Dubois Amla oil. Always use that. My scalp reacted, roughly, my scalp was red raw when I had to shave it, but because due to the psoriasis flare up, the stress, then combined with the hair oil, roughly, it was too much. My hair was coming out in clumps. And I told my mum, I said, I'm going to have to shave my head. And I said to her, I said, look, and I literally pulled hair from my head. Roughly, I said, it's got to come off. Roughly, and as soon as I did, roughly, shave my head, roughly, it was red raw, my scalp. And I've noticed a lot of reactions to stuff. Roughly, my psoriasis flares up. I really shouldn't be crossing my leg because I'm in pain on my leg. But the thing is, I am also having to wear 100% cotton and linen. I'm wearing linen trousers, 100% pure linen trousers. I'm having to switch to more natural fibres because I've realised I'm allergic to polyester. So that's another thing that's going off. The problem is most of the world now uses polyester. So there's that. That's what's going off. And my style has completely changed. Roughly, it's completely toned down. I'm wearing more comfortable, more breathable clothing, but I am having no choice to do that because of my allergic reactions to a lot of stuff. And with my foot problem, I used to always wear boots with jeans and stuff. I can no longer do that. My style is trainers, and I fucking hate it. I hate trainers. I think they're the most ugliest thing in the world. But thing is, health wise, I have no choice. How I achieved roughly my platinum hair, I did tone it. Well, should I say tone it? I coloured it / toned it. But the thing is, to help me get to the level 10 roughly, because I am a natural level 5 to 6, which is light brown to dark blonde, I use this. This is the L'Oreal bleach. This is on 2 for 16 roughly, and it's got oh god, what's it? It's got a bonding thing to stop roughly your hair from breaking. Now my hair was like, it's not like pure platinum white like that. I didn't want that. I wanted something with a bit more of a tone, cooling tone to it. And that, the thing is, this got me to level 10. Hence why my hair is, yeah, you can see it, look, this is level 10, a bit yellow in some places. But thing is, I just toned that out with purple shampoo. But what I used to tone, sorry, I'm in pain, is this baby. Now I know you're not supposed to use roughly hair colour to tone your hair, but thing is, it was this roughly, you basically see these 1001. The one is basically stands for ash. The number 10 stands for level 10, so your hair needs to be the lightest blonde to do it, roughly to tone it, and roughly it's in ice blonde, and that's what I achieved. I know it looks uneven on camera, but it really is not. It's 100% even. I got the same thing all over. The thing is, my hair's growing. I did have 100% virgin hair roughly, and I freaking hated it. In that art roughly, I've always liked dyeing my hair. I always have done, but I needed a change with everything that happened, and I toned and dyed my hair. You may be wondering why there's no noise in the background apart from the fact I have a projector going, and this is a blind that I set up myself, 20 quid from Argos roughly, and I bought a projector. The reason why there's no other noise roughly is because my dog Pepper unfortunately passed away 3 weeks ago. So yeah, it's still a bit raw roughly. I miss her a lot, and these were hers unfortunately because she had a cancer lump and it filled up her lungs. Ooh. So moving on roughly before I end up freaking crying my eyes out. I miss her so much. Is that roughly oh god, gender clinic wise roughly I finally got an appointment for December the 23rd. So there's that roughly. Hormone wise, change wise roughly, I know roughly it don't look like I've been on hormones for a lot of years, but I have roughly. I am a D cup roughly. I do have very large breasts, and that is due to my mum roughly. She's a very big lady and my sisters have very big breasts, so I'm okay in that kind of department. I'm more emotional roughly. My emotions now have completely changed, and years ago when I started hormones it wasn't like that, but now it's completely changed due to trauma in my own life and stuff, and things going off roughly. I've noticed since being on hormones, sometimes I can't stop crying, and sometimes I'll just cry for no reason. So there's that to play in it. Oh god, what else is there? There's not really a lot to update. That's mainly what's gone off in my life. yeah, roughly those are the main changes. That's why I haven't been uploading. My schedule now is so freaking busy. It is unreal. I provide over 30 hours of care to help my gran, and I do believe that working in care and looking after my gran played a part in why I've got carpal tunnel and why I have a foot problem. And with the foot problem, there is a small lump on my other foot, and I've been getting pain from that foot as well, so I'm going to end up having it in both foots. I do have medical insoles, well, I did have medical insoles, but the thing is, they've now worn out through all the walking I've been doing, because it's much easier with them. And let's just say roughly, I'm feeling the pain. Also, I don't know if you guys can see, I know it's going to be a bit hard, but I got my Dave pierced. I didn't do it myself because, for one, literally when I got it pierced, the piercer told me that my Dave is very narrow, and with it being narrow, instead of using a 16 gauge needle, she had to use a 14 gauge, and the problem with doing that is the 16 gauge jewellery kept sliding down, roughly, that's causing problems. There was an old array of stuff off it, and I've had to switch it to 14 gauge, and it fits perfectly. My ear's a little bit red because I think my industrial is irritated, so I'm going to be fixing that by cleaning it roughly, because it's a bit irritated. I can tell it is. It's the thing with carpal tunnel roughly that I'm not liking is the fact when I have my flare up, I find it hard to do certain activities, like today we had, because I had my nieces and nephews and down and my sister, I was trying to basically pick up chicken. I couldn't pick the chicken up because my 3 fingers went numb that I usually pick up chicken with. Yes, I'm no longer a vegetarian, and that literally, it's getting too expensive, and I'm sick of freaking companies try our new improved form ingredients, and that they kept changing all my favourite foods, and it was just getting repetitive, and the food started becoming very, very bland. But the thing is, literally, what was I saying? Yes, I couldn't hold a piece of chicken properly, and when I was cutting the chicken up with a fork, I was literally struggling to hold it in my hands because my fingers were numb. And it's like when I'm caring for my nonna, when I'm having my flare up, because I can always tell when it flares up, because I always get the burning sensation first, then I get the tingling, then I get the pain, and then I get the numbing. And it makes it hard, when I'm caring and I have to roll my gran over. The last time we did this, when we had to clean her up, I was struggling to roll her. My mum physically had to help. My mum doesn't have a lot of strength in her arms as well, and then that was a problem. And then literally when it came to basically cleaning her up, roughly, to get in between all the nooks and crannies, we told her to lift a leg. She refused, roughly, so I had to pick it up, and she was pushing a leg down on my arm. And the problem is, because I've been diagnosed with carpal tunnel, roughly, it hurts so much, roughly, having someone literally to care for, and then them refusing to do stuff, don't move your arms, then causes a problem because of the pressure. And as you guys can see, roughly, just moving my arms in a flare up is a bad thing, just like something you won't think. Brushing your hair. Yes, brushing your hair, my hair now, is a freaking challenge. And like I said, I don't see this improving, and the reason I don't, and I think my doctor knows hopefully that it's not going to improve, because I am a carer. I have no choice hopefully to help out, and my wrists are not going to be able to rest. To get a rest for a couple of hours, maybe a day roughly. But the thing is, when it comes to the caring side, roughly, you have to basically prioritise pain over basically looking after someone. And roughly, this is the problem, is when you're having health problems. I am nearly 34 years old. I turned 34 in 1 month. And basically I'm already suffering from health problems. I've got hyperhidrosis, I've got a plantar fibroma, and now carpal tunnel syndrome. And when my feet flare up, my carpal tunnel syndrome also flares up as well, because carrying, shopping, doing a lot of movements, activities causes a lot of pain, and when they are combined, I get pain right here. I can feel a lot of tension, and it causes headaches. And sometimes I can be bedbound for 2 to 3 days, and it is no fun anymore. But what can you do? But that's the big update. I don't know when the next one will be. My hair metal will be a lot longer then. The thing is, hopefully, stay tuned for my next update. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.